wearing the home whites, blue numbers and lettering front and back. San Francisco wearing the black with the yellow, the gold, and green trim. Richard Waters throws it up. Deborah Dos Santos wins it for the Dons, and we're officially underway. Early three-pointer straight away offline from Ayakeda. Northern Arizona coming off their second loss of the season in Vermillion at South Dakota. Same starting lineup. Here is Taylor Feldman that had that career day last time out, and she turns it over on the first possession.
Not the start you want to see if you're Northern Arizona. This team's a team that likes to push the pressure early. I'm sure we'll see that coming in. We saw Feldman go for an early attempt, ends up with a turnover.
Same starting lineup for San Francisco after their loss against Columbia on the East Coast. And that player there had a career day. Freya Worth, you mentioned it, those 24 points in that one, leads the team in scoring, and she gets us started in Flagstaff.
And you just saw there a really good turn in the key there by Worth, opening up the match for San Francisco.
After a nice head fake, Feldman knocks down the mid-range jumper, and our two key players to watch get us going. 2-2 early lead, early in this one in the first quarter. Here's Deborah Dos Santos working on Sophie Glancy, gets blocked. Glancy wins that bout. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch those two go at it. Moran, long strides, puts it in, plus the foul.
And Olivia Moran, just one of the most clutch players on this NAU squad, able to make those plays while contested. There you see, finds the net and the and one. Beautiful play there from Olivia Moran.
Olivia Moran's been playing well as of late for Northern Arizona over the last two games, averaging 11 points and 9 rebounds. As she has started every game this season in her 5th year. Now you see a full court zone look from the Lumberjacks. Worth has the ability to put the ball on the deck. Here's Cami Fulcher. Luana Leite, the point guard for the Dons, senior out of Brazil. Nine on the shot clock. Possession stays with San Francisco. Zone look early on from Northern Arizona. Don't see that too often from the Lumberjacks. Five on the timer. Fulcher looking for TRAWALLY Porto, who's just recently checked in. Feldman the other way, takes a hit, earns a trip to the line.
Great opening there for NAU. Forced the turnover, long pass to Feldman. Didn't find the net on the shot, but she will take her penalty shots.
That's a big thing for Northern Arizona. They want to get a stop defensively and then quickly push the pace the other way and catch the opposition in transition.
And this is a very high-powered offense of Northern Arizona versus one of the best defenses, the best defense in the West Coast Conference in the Dons.
2 free throws good from the junior out of Tustin, California, Taylor Feldman. Back again in that full court trapping zone. Fulcher, bullet pass into the corner. Kada trapped instantly, and a loose ball. And a jump ball as Feldman wrestling with Fulcher and Emma TRAWALLY Porta.
And after the play, Feldman had a hand on her head. See if there's any contact. There it was as she goes down. It'll stay with the Lumberjacks here. And here's Feldman.
Nia Moran, sister of Olivia, gets involved in the scoring as well. What an impressive year it's been for Nia. 15, nearly 16 points a game offensively, has doubled her scoring output from last season. Early 7-point advantage for the Lumberjacks. That one ricochets off the stanchion, out of play.
I'm talking about Nia Moran, James. We were talking about it before the game. Last year she struggled with efficiency. She was a great player, but this season she's just taken a massive step forward. Really worked out a lot of those kinks in her game.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. 7th in the Big Sky in terms of field goal percentage, coming into this one at 43% from the floor. Here comes Worth, the senior from Sweden. It's the deck and a whistle there against Naya. Our officials in this one, Richard Waters, Lorena Ahumada, and Takara Wade.
You're looking for that foul on Nia Moran there. Sends Worth to the free throw line. Worth 13 for 13 on the season, 100% from the line.
Oh, and they're going to change it to on the floor as Worth was lining up for the free throw. The officials come together. They say on the floor. Now the Dons will inbound it from baseline right.
Great defensive pressure early from the Lumberjacks. Forced two turnovers in these first 3 minutes of play. See if they can find another stop here.
Looking for Dos Santos down low. The Dons swing it around. Here's El Paparonis off the bench. TRAWALLY Porta spinning and banking it in. Powers through the defense of Feldman. What a pickup the grad transfer TRAWALLY Porta has been for San Francisco. 3 years at Detroit Mercy beforehand. And she's been a spark off the bench. And you can see we're not even 3 full minutes in, or just over 3 full minutes in, and she's already been in the game for a couple moments.
Yeah, great turn, great finish in the key from TRAWALLY Porta. Keeping the Dons alive here, down by 5 in quarter number 1.
San Francisco 2-5 on the year. This is their final of 3 straight on the road. Their first 2 on the road during this road trip were on the East Coast against Seton Hall and Columbia. Quite the mileage traveled for San Francisco. That one ricochets off the foot of TRAWALLY Porta. Feldman races the other way and converts for 2.
Feldman's done a great job of being able to jump the gun, find those quick breaks. Their lead now up to 7 for Northern Arizona. Shot from distance from the Dons.
Off the side of the backboard, Feldman corrals it. Nice bounce pass down low to Glancy, who can't finish, but does take a hit and earns a trip to the free throw line as Deborah DeSantis gets whistled for that one, her first.
And that was Glancy's first involvement of the game. You see the underpass. Bit too much on the layup.
Glancy, the preseason MVP in the Big Sky Conference, has certainly lived up to the hype this far, averaging just a hair under 18 points a game, 9 rebounds to go along with it, and she's had 5 consecutive double-doubles. Glancy converts both at the free throw line, and she'll get a rest at the end of it. Ava Schmidt checks in for the first time. Out there with Audrey Taylor, Sanaya Neverson, Leah Beatty, and Allie Cummins, the 5 for Northern Arizona. It's a 9-point advantage. NAU wide open underneath. Paparonis misses the bunny, and a miscommunication defensively from the Lumberjacks. Taylor in transition. Beatty, wraparound pass. Neverson earns a trip to the line.
And one of the things we'll mention earlier, NAU's bench struggled last match. Neverson had 0 points, which is very uncharacteristic for her. She's one of those players who's willing to really fight in the key and earn those points.
And she's been having an excellent season thus far for Lori Payne's squad. 8 points, 9 rebounds a game. Had a career high 17 points versus James Madison earlier this year. Can certainly start for nearly any mid-major team in the country, and she comes off the bench, plays big minutes though. 27 minutes a game. First free throw is off. The 67% free throw shooter out of Surprise, Arizona, PHH Prep. The junior splits the pair. It's a 14-2 extended run for Northern Arizona. Worth putting on the deck. Rims out. Head up from Beatty. Taylor. Beatty lets the 3 fly and hits. Best 3-point shooter in the Big Sky Conference in terms of makes per game, 2.7 threes per game for Leah Beatty, and it's a 13-point lead. Porta answers back with a straightaway three of her own.
The Dons offense maybe coming alive here.
Whistle from behind as Neverson was posting up Barbosa, who's just recently checked in for the first time. That's already 5 team fouls against San Francisco. Into the bonus goes Northern Arizona. 2 free throws, and it's Neverson back to the line. And you can see the focus of this Northern Arizona team. Get the ball and push it the other way quickly. And the focus of this defense for San Francisco, a very good defensive team. You mentioned it, atop the WCC rankings, allowing only 60 points a game. They're trying to get back on defense and match up, but the pace of the Lumberjacks right now, just too much for them. Ziaka. Miscommunication with Trawally Porta, and it's a backcourt violation. Already the 4th turnover against the Dons. Beatty, catch and shoot. Offline, offensive board from Schmidt. Second opportunity, drops in. Ava Schmidt's been scoreless in her last 2 games. Nice fall away there from the sophomore.
Definitely a good move by Schmidt there on the baseline. Earning those points for Northern Arizona, now up by 11 after that shot from the Dons.
Angeliki Ziaka, the freshman out of Athens, Greece. Nice take to the rim there. Her first points in this one. Here's Taylor around the ball screen of Neverson. Beatty turns it over, active hands from the 6'5" Barbosa. San Francisco slows it down the other way. Now they'll attack off the bounce, left the layup short.
Don struggled shooting in the paint today. Shooting 4 for 11.
Keita jumps that and intercepts it off the hand of Taylor. Well past our 5-minute media timeout. Barbosa. And as that ball trickles out of play, now time for the first media. Quick start for Northern Arizona, 20-9 lead over San Francisco.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend, Toyota Trucks. Toyota has the best resale value of all brands according to Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Get excited. Now you can come out swinging with school spirit. Because when you're a Lumberjack, it's more than a logo. It's a lifestyle. Choose between 2 brand new NAU debit card designs. Get yours exclusively from Desert Financial, the official banking partner of NAU Athletics. Visit desertfinancial.com/NAU.
People across our region deserve a comprehensive orthopedic program. Nobody offers more than Northern Arizona Healthcare's Orthopedic and Spine Institute. More expertise, more treatment options, more innovation, and more ways to recover. For high-quality care and more, choose Northern Arizona Healthcare's Orthopedic and Spine Institute. Schedule an appointment today.
Hey, grab me one too.
Northern Arizona University in Flagstaff, Arizona. The best college town in Arizona that has 4 seasons, pine trees, and a magnificent mountain view. Explore breathtaking trails, immerse yourself in a vibrant arts and culture scene, and connect with a community that's as dynamic as you are. Come visit the heart of Northern Arizona and experience the bold spirit of NAU, where adventure meets the extraordinary. That's NAU.
.339 mark in the first quarter. Let's take a look at today's keys to the game, brought to you by Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
Starting with the Dons, it's to limit the early offense. One of Coach Gutenbauer's biggest keys was to limit NAU's offensive looks. They can create that pressure early. They may be able to take the lead, but so far they've struggled, allowing 20 points in the first 6.5 minutes. As well as imposed presence in the paint. Deborah Dos Santos, one of the biggest pieces of this squad, but she's taken a slight step back in her scoring and rebounding. But if she plays at the same level of years past, she could definitely cause some chaos in the paint, both offensively and defensively. Let's take a more in-depth look at NAU's keys to the game a little bit later.
Glancy, the quick turnaround, can't get it to drop. Olivia Moran on the offensive glass. Talaliu Persa crashing in on the offensive boards. Northern Arizona right now, Nick, out-rebounding San Francisco 11-1.
Lumberjacks have done a great job off the glass. It's one of the biggest problems for the San Francisco squad. Not a lot of second chance points for them.
Don's down by 11. Barbosa takes the long 3 offline, and it rolls out of play. Northern Arizona gets it the other way. San Francisco, their offense this year has struggled scoring. They scored 60 points a game. Last game against Columbia, they scored 79. That was the most by far that they scored in a game this season. 3 offline from Glancy. Now the Dons have the chance to run in transition. Ziaka. Travel against Fulcher before she put it down. Here's Taylor Feldman. 6 early points for Northern Arizona. Feldman, hesitation, gets all the way to the rim. No. Glancy, second chance. Yes, and the foul.
And there you see the skill of Sophie Glancy. Great pass from Feldman to Glancy in the key. Wonderful finish there for the and one.
And Molly Gutenbauer of San Francisco knows they have a big task ahead of them, trying to limit the junior, as Deborah Dos Santos re-enters back into the game for the Dons. And it's so hard to slow down Glancy. We mentioned the 5 straight double-doubles, 7 total on the year. She converts that 3-point play. $14-point game. Dos Santos. Glancy gets whistled for that reach-in on the entry pass. Nearly 3 minutes scoreless right now for San Francisco. Where does the offense come from?
And there was Glancy's foul. Be a throw in here from Dos Santos. Like you mentioned, James, those two are going to be matching up all day today, and I think that matchup is going to elevate both of those players' performances.
A second 3 rattles in off the hand of Trawally Porta. The 45% three-point shooter has knocked down 2 so far from distance. Glancy tries to answer back. Rims out, Porta on the glass.
And that's 2 3-point attempts from Glancy already here in the first. Not a lot of those from her.
She made 15 threes last year. This year has not shot as many, just 2 on the season. Another 3 rattles in from Freya Worth. Excellent three-point shooter. Over the last 3 games, Worth has been shooting 44% from behind the arc, and just like that, it's an 8-point game.
Their shooting hasn't been working in the paint, so why not take a step back? And behind the line, they've been executing really well.
And you see their defense picking it up as well. Nice rim protection on that possession. Under a minute left to play in the opening frame. Dos Santos double teamed. Great ball movement. Worth knocks down another.
And it's an 8-0 run for San Francisco over the last minute. Done a really good job of getting back into this game.
Feldman just letting it roll until the shot clock is under the game clock, so now the Lumberjacks can hold for one final shot. San Francisco, 3 straight threes after starting 1 of 6 from behind the arc. Feldman with 10. Double teamed. Liu-Persa bobbles it. Intercepted by Worth. 2 seconds. She turns it over. That would have countered it if it had gone. And the first quarter comes to an end. After trailing by as many as 14, San Francisco ends the first quarter on a 9.
I've already seen a great matchup here in Flagstaff for the first ever.
And that meeting last year in the Sobrato Center, Northern Arizona outscored the Dons 49-32 in that second half. It was much the same in the opening frame of that first quarter. Then San Francisco responded really well. The 3-ball started to fall down. They've knocked down 3 straight, and they trail by 5 to kick off quarter number 2. Moran down the lane, can't get it to drop.
Moran and Coach Payne looking for the foul. They do not get it. And here's a drive with San Francisco.
Leitchie, a nice head fake, gets the contact, does not get the basket to drop, but it's the 5'7" guard going into the post this time and earning a trip to the line.
And there's that turn. Upset with herself for not finding the net, but still, beautiful play earning the foul.
Luana Leitchie, the native of Brazil, she is one of 12 players on the San Francisco team that are international players. They span across 8 different countries. International flair for sure for the Dons, and very talented players as well. Empty trip that time from Leitchie. Moran thought about the 3, now drives, again hits the deck, again does not get a call. And neither team has scored so far in the second quarter. Dos Santos knocked away, hits the deck, saves it. And another 3 drops from Worth. 4 straight makes from 3 for San Francisco. They're down by 2.
Things finally clicking here for the Dons. They found their strength shooting from the outside. It's worked really well for them. They've shot 5 of their 10 from behind the arc. Here's Nia Moran with a shot, and she makes it.
14 points last game for Nia Moran against South Dakota. Paparone is wide open underneath. Another defensive miscommunication from Northern Arizona.
Big gap there in the key. Not what Coach Lori Payne wanted to see, but here's Moran from distance, and she hits it. What a shot there from Nia Moran.
Back-to-back buckets for Moran. She's got 7 and back to a 5-point game. Has always been known defensively throughout her years with the Lumberjacks. Said she wants to be a bigger scoring factor in her final year in Flagstaff. Here she is matched up with Leitchie. Active hands from Feldman, knocks it away. Olivia Moran on the deck and a jump ball. Possession favors San Francisco. Three new check-in for the Dons. Ziaka, Keita, along with Cham. First time we've seen the 6'6" graduate out of Senegal. Number 25 for San Francisco. And she has it now atop the key. Shuffle of the feet and another turnover against San Francisco. That's number 7 here in this first half. Northern Arizona got off to a 14-point lead, 23-9 in that first quarter, Nick. Then the offensive firepower from behind the arc started for San Francisco, and their defense has picked up as well.
Absolutely. A lot of the coaches we talked to say they have trouble coming in here to the Roll Activity Center and playing with all this energy, and it looks like the Dons have found their footing. They've played very efficiently since the end of the first quarter.
Moran attacking. This time gets the whistle, cannot get it to drop. Olivia Moran very aggressive, putting it on the deck so far in this one, trying to get to the rim.
And one of the best free throw shooters on this NAU squad. She shoots 92%.
Knocks down the first 3 straight games in double figures scoring for Olivia Moran, the product out of King High School in Riverside, California. Perfect on that trip. Trawally Porta re-enters in place of Keita. Northern Arizona back into that 3-quarter court zone trap. And that one's booted out of play by Beatty. .738 remaining in quarter number 2. This is the second to final non-conference game for both these two teams. Two extremely talented conferences. Porta cashes that one from distance. 5 straight made threes for San Francisco.
And an open look she had on that one. Saw her opening, executed very well.
Glancy gets it to go, +1. And when Northern Arizona needs a basket, they often go inside to their star junior.
Absolutely. 7 points on the night for her. Plus her and 1 opportunity. It's been excellent in the key today.
Converts on that 3-point play. 33-26 lead, Northern Arizona. Beatty knocks it away. 2-on-1 break. Moran can't get it to drop off the pass from her sister. And these will already be free throws number 14 and 15 for Northern Arizona. San Francisco has just attempted 2 free throws.
I think NAU's done a great job of finding those free throw opportunities off of their fast breaks. Here's Nia Moran, 75% free throw shooter.
8 points now for her in this game, perfect from the floor. She won her first ever Big Sky Player of the Week earlier this year when she had 23 points, 6 rebounds against a fellow WCC opponent in Pacific. That one was on the road in Stockton. She goes 1 of 2 from the line. Dos Santos, nice entry pass, can't get the first one to go, gets her own miss. And then a whistle and a foul on the floor. Second of the quarter against Northern Arizona.
Dos Santos unable to find the net, but still you could see that presence there under net.
Dos Santos, the only player in the West Coast Conference last season to average a double-double. She was a first-team selection. Numbers a little bit down this year, like you mentioned, Nick. But she carries a big weight for this Dons team, and especially Molly Gudenbauer acknowledged it. A lot of expectations for her this season.
Coach Gudenbauer said that she got to give Dos Santos her time, and she will step up and find her stride.
Nice pass, Paparonis outside. First miss in a while from 3. There's Dos Santos. That one somehow does not drop in. 36-28 lead Northern Arizona. Moran in transition. Stops, kicks it out. Extra pass, Feldman straight away 3. Back rim, no.
NAU falls to just 2 of their 7 from behind the arc. Efficiency has dropped off a little bit.
Paparonis tries again. No again, and a whistle on the box out against Olivia Moran. You can see her for a moment upset with that call, trying to keep Worth off the glass.
Worth has been tearing it up. Already 11 points. She's hit 3 from distance so far. Just a really skilled player.
Can do a little bit of everything for this San Francisco squad. She is the only player to stay in as the 4 new Dons check in. Remember, we're playing at 7,000 feet in elevation here. A little bit of adjustment from San Francisco. Inbound intercepted by Glancy. Beatty knocks it down. Northern Arizona 5 of the last 6 from the floor, and they're back up by double digits. Wild attempt by Leachy. Feldman slows it down for a moment. The crossover draws the contact, and more free throws coming for the Lumberjacks.
Great drive there from Feldman on the side of the key. Earning the foul. She's 2 for 2 from the free throw line.
And it looks like we have a timeout. We'll take a break with them. 5:28 mark in the second quarter, 39-28 advantage for Northern Arizona.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks. Toyota has the best resale value of all brands according to Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Get excited. Now you can come out swinging with school spirit. Because when you're a Lumberjack, it's more than a logo. It's a lifestyle. Choose between 2 brand new NAU debit card designs. Get yours exclusively from Desert Financial, the official banking partner of NAU Athletics. Visit desertfinancial.com/NAU.
People across our region deserve a comprehensive orthopedic program. Nobody offers more than Northern Arizona Healthcare's Orthopedic and Spine Institute. More expertise, more treatment options, more innovation, and more ways to recover. For high-quality care and more, choose Northern Arizona Healthcare's Orthopedic and Spine Institute. Schedule an appointment today.
Hey, grab me one too.
Northern Arizona University in Flagstaff, Arizona. The best college town in Arizona that has 4 seasons, pine trees, and a magnificent mountain view. Explore breathtaking trails, immerse yourself in a vibrant arts and culture scene, and connect with a community that's as dynamic as you are. Come visit the heart of Northern Arizona and experience the bold spirit of NAU, where adventure meets the extraordinary. That's NAU.
.11 advantage for Northern Arizona. Nia Moran already with 10 points in this first half, Nick.
She played really, really well. She's perfect from the floor, only missing 1 free throw. There you see just a little bit of her highlights already from these first 2 quarters.
That's the 10th game this year she has scored in double figures, all of them coming in a row. This is only the 11th game of the season. She did not score in double figures the first game against New Mexico, but since then she's been 10 or more each and every time. First free throw off from Taylor Feldman. She's been active in this one as well. 7 early points.
Remember, she's coming off her career high 31 points. So she's going to try and carry some of that momentum into today's game as they approach conference play.
Head fake from Keita. Picks up her dribble at the free throw line. Barbosa back to Keita. 3 offline. Feldman pushes the other way. 4-on-3 break. Beatty And one. 4-point play, Leah Beatty.
Oh my goodness, beautiful shot there from Leah Beatty. We'll take another look at that. After the contact, still sinks that shot for the and one. A 4-point play here for Leah Beatty.
Knocks it down, just her 7th free throw attempted on the year. Averages 11 points a game, 41% three-point shooter. Fulcher, head fake. Takes a hard hit from Beatty on the other side. And Cami Fulcher earns her first trip to the free throw line. These are free throws number 3 and 4 for San Francisco. Northern Arizona's already attempted 18.
There you see she caught the shoulder of Leah Beatty, coming off a big 3-point shot.
Fulcher, the senior out of Westland, Oregon. This is just her 6th free throw attempted this year. Knocks it down. Averages 1.5 points per game, but does a little bit of everything for San Francisco. A lot of things that don't show up on the box score. She has started every game last year as well.
A few substitutions on the floor. Schmidt goes in for Sophie Glancy.
Neverson lines up the 3 and hits that one. Sanaya Neverson, her 9th three-pointer of the year. Porta answers back. 3 3-pointers for TRAWALLY Porta.
It's a shootout now coming out of the media timeout.
Excuse me, that's 4 now for Porta. Cummins attacks, no. Barbosa, nice wall up and rebound. 14-point game. Foul on the inside from Feldman, her first. And that's the 5th team foul, so free throws now for San Francisco.
And there it was, Feldman's left hand. It'll be Leachy with the free throws.
Leachy, not much of a score either for this Don's team. 4 points a game. Does have 3.7 assists per contest. However, that's 6th in the WCC. Splits the free throws. That's her first point of the game. Here's Allie Cummins, talented sophomore on this Lumberjack squad. Feldman lines it up. Too strong. Second opportunity. Schmidt. Neverson head fake. Beatty catch and shoot. No. Rebound caromed into the hands of Barbosa, and then a whistle 90 feet away from the basket against Schmidt, and sends the Dons back to the free throw line.
Schmidt fighting for the rebound off the glass. Picks up the foul instead.
Lorena Barbosa, redshirt senior out of Brazil, has had an injury-riddled career. Made her collegiate debut last year, played in 15 games. She missed her first 2 years because of injuries. Good to see she's back on the court and making an impact for this San Francisco team. Knocks down that second one.
2 subs come in for the Lumberjacks. Nia Moran subs in, and Audrey Taylor, who now has possession.
47-35 lead, Northern Arizona. Beatty off the elevator screen, not there. Active hands, and the takeaway. Ziaka, lays it in the other way. Excellent defensive player for the freshman. 11 steals now on the year for her. Short from Beatty, gets her own miss. Nice pass down low to Neverson, corrals. Schmidt wide open. You bet. Ava Schmidt had missed 6 straight three-pointers entering this game, knocks down the big one there from the left corner.
And that's her third of the season. Struggling from behind the line, but comes up clutch in a very important moment there.
Now playing defense on Barbosa and forces a travel and a turnover. That's the 10th against San Francisco. Schmidt doing it on both ends. Northern Arizona has led nearly the entire way in this one. San Francisco scored the first 2, but after that it's been all NAU. Schmidt, jab step, no. Other way in transition. Leachy, pocket pass down low. Dos Santos +1. Great positioning down low for Deborah Dos Santos and a pocket pass from Luana Leachy.
The native of Brazil with a great finish there. Matched up on Audrey Taylor in the key.
Dos Santos, a transfer from the South Plains College in Texas, where she was a third-team All-American and Freshman of the Year in 1 year there. Here's Moran back into the game. 10 points for her. Working on Dos Santos, creates room and muscles it in. Nice finish there from Nia Moran, who stays perfect from the field, 5 of 5. Worth, mid-range offline. Audrey Taylor with the rebound. Active hands, Ziaka. And a whistle, and they award the timeout to Lori Payne before the jump ball.
Almost another turnover there for Audrey Taylor.
It's a 13-point advantage for Northern Arizona, the top scoring offense in the Big Sky, 83 points per game. And Nick, we've seen it so far in this one. You mentioned the bench scoring, a big key for Northern Arizona. There's been multiple games this year where they've had 4 or 5 players in double figures, and their spread out scoring is what makes them so dangerous.
Absolutely, and that's just where they struggled in their last match. Only 3 points coming off the bench. That came from a shot from distance from Allie Cummins. But we've already seen the bench get more involved here today.
10 points off the bench for Northern Arizona. Here's Feldman. Neverson knocks down her second 3. 8 points for Sanaya Neverson off the bench.
That's why she's just such a special player. Can do it from both sides of the arc. Excellent shot there from Neverson. And Worth comes up with a big layup there for San Francisco.
Freya Worth putting it on the deck, driving by Neverson. Clancy. Beatty has already knocked down a couple threes. Great pass up top to Neverson. Tracks down her own miss. Active hands from Dos Santos, knocks it away and steals it. Under a minute remaining in the first half. 55-41 lead, Northern Arizona. Worth, again on the deck, gets all the way to the rim and can't get it to drop. Feldman. Scoop layup, no. Rebound, Dos Santos nearly throws it away. Paparonis on the other end of it. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Molly Gudenbauer yelling out one shot for San Francisco. Worth. Ziaka off the off-ball screen. 3 short. 5 seconds remain. Beatty. Dos Santos, important interception to knock it away. 1.7 ticks remain.
We'll see if the Lumberjacks can move quick. Got 2 seconds, Coach Lori Payne calling it out. Got to move fast off the inbound pass. It'll be Beatty with the throw-in.
Inbound from Beatty on the baseline. Just gets it in time. Neverson has to throw it up. Offline. And an entertaining first half comes to an end in Flagstaff. Northern Arizona as led by as many as 17 different slate, but it's preparing them for a very tough West Coast Conference team. Slate. Well, the teams have switched sides now. Northern Arizona working from left to right. And they have possession first, up by 14. Looking to respond from their second loss of the season last week in Vermilion. Moran dumps it out for Glancy. Poked to Feldman, puts it on the deck, loses it out of bounds. And I'll stay with Northern Arizona with 13 on the shot clock. Feldman 7 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists in that first half. A little bit of everything. The lefty Moran can't kiss it off the front of the rim, and a whistle on the box out against Fulcher. We saw a lot of fouls in that first half as well against both sides. Both teams were in the bonus well into each of those quarters.
Fulcher upset with that call. Here's the inbound pass from Beatty. Goes a little long, but Moran keeps it in play.
Glancy turnaround, took a shot from Dos Santos on the long hook shot. And early free throws coming up for Northern Arizona.
And there was that foul from Dos Santos. Glancy is a 58% free throw shooter on the season, but is perfect today from the line, 4 for 4.
And she was a 71% free throw shooter last year, 65% for her career, so a low point this year as she gets the friendly bounce on the first one.
But she just excels in so many other categories that you can't really hold that against her. Her efficiency and her just impact to this team is huge.
And she leads the Big Sky in scoring this year with that 17.8 points per game. Knocks down both of those. It's a 16-point lead now for Northern Arizona. One off their largest of the game. Mismatch down low. Dons can't get it to Barbosa. They settle for the 3 offline. Big rebound from Barbosa, goes back up, converts plus the foul. Lorena Barbosa working the offensive glass. Getting the 3-point play. She started the season opener, has come off the bench since then. You can see that potential. Really glad to see her playing after all those injuries throughout her career. Converts on the 3-point play. She had a season-high 9 points against Boise State. They played in the Chase Center where the Warriors play in San Francisco. Feldman down the lane. Great block there from the long arms of Ziaka, the freshman. She's top 11 in the West Coast Conference in terms of blocks per game and steals per game.
And she's had a few crucial defensive bursts there as well. Big block coming in there for her.
The Greek freshman now brings it the other way. Kada tied up with Feldman, and they get Feldman with a holding foul as Kada a little slow to get up off the floor.
We're looking for that hold on Feldman, and there it is.
Aya Kada getting her second straight start. It's her 4th start of her career. The senior out of Hungary. Ziaka kisses that one off the glass. So talented for a freshman. Was a member of the Greek national team since 2019. And you can see she has a lot of experience. Nothing really phases her despite her youth. 11-point game. Moran with the offhand scoops it in. Impressive take there from Olivia Moran.
The Moran twins now totaling 19 points together. Good outing for both of them. Worth with a missed layup there. It'll go back to Northern Arizona.
That was Yak with a really nice backdoor pass. Moran, skip past Feldman, wide open for three. Hits that one. Taylor Feldman into double digits for the 8th time this year. Another one that has doubled their scoring output from a season ago on this Lumberjack squad. Worth, catch and shoot, you bet. Pretty looking jumper from Freyo Worth. We talked with Molly Gudenbauer about what makes her so special, and she raved right away about what kind of person she was, not what kind of player she was, but what kind of person she was off the court. Selfless, thoughtful, conciseful is what she said multiple times, talking about Worth.
As she talked about how those attributes actually contribute to her play on the court. Just a very well-rounded player.
Knows what she has to do for the team and does it to the best of her ability, said Molly Gudenbauer. Foul against San Francisco puts Feldman back at the free throw line. Misses the first one. She is 3 of 5 now from the charity stripe so far. 10 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists for Taylor Feldman, right near her averages. She knocks down the second, and she is 4th in the Big Sky in assists per game, 4th in the Big Sky in scoring per game. Quickly the other way, Paparonis. Excellent ball movement from the Dons. 3 offline and a push in the back from El Paparonis, the redshirt freshman from Edmond, Oklahoma.
And a great job there from San Francisco, spreading the defense thin, just missed that shot. It'll go back to Northern Arizona. And here's Taylor Feldman now in double digits.
Northern Arizona has led by as many as 17 in this one, currently up by 16. Skip pass, Naya to Olivia, down the lane. Feldman thought about another 3, puts it on the deck, gets all the way to the rim. Glancy on the cleanup, nice block there from Chom. The 6'6" length of Zainabu Chom affects the shot from Glancy. Here she is offensively this time. Chom working on Glancy. Hook shot, no. Earns a trip to the line, however.
Chom upset with herself after missing the net on that one. Still a great play, earning the foul on Glancy. So much height. Chom, 6'6". Tallest players for Northern Arizona are Ava Schmidt and Sophie Glancy, both at 6'2".
Meverson checks back in for Glancy. Zainabu Chom has not gone to the free throw line before this game. And her first attempt of the season is offline. Played in 23 games off the bench last year. She's only played 5 minutes the entirety of this season coming into this game. She's playing, and her second action was also in the first half as well. Moran, first miss from the field. Chom hits the deck, draws the foul as well. Good minutes off the bench now in the past moments from Chom.
There was a little bit of hesitation on that shot from distance from Nia Moran. It's her first miss from the floor. It's Feldman getting involved here on defense.
Kick ball against Feldman. Worth inbounds. Here's Leachy, just 1 point for her, 4 assists. Bobbles that pass. Northern Arizona in that diamond zone. And another kick ball. And it bails out San Francisco as it takes the shot clock from 9 seconds, resets it back to 20 seconds.
Don's now down by 13. And there you saw Worth, one of the biggest contributors. 16 points with her, now matched with TRAWALLY Porta.
Nice pass from Worth. Kata's jumper short. Moran corrals it and tosses it to her twin sister. Here's Olivia. San Francisco's done a really good job cleaning up the turnovers after that first quarter. They had 5 in an instant. They only have 11 now on the game. 8 turnovers for Northern Arizona, a team that does not turn the ball over much at all. 48th in the nation, 14 turnovers a contest.
There's Leah Beatty, who's been a little quiet here in quarter number 3. It's done great from distance. And she gets one off the glass.
And right on cue, she puts it in. That was her first field goal attempt inside the arc. She's got 12 points. Moran hits the deck on a hard screen from TRAWALLY Porta. Paparonis wide open. Too strong. Rebound Naya. Here's Audrey Taylor the other way. Moran wide open. Too strong. Rebound to the Dons. Knocked out of play. It'll stay with San Francisco at the 5:04 mark in the third quarter. Nia Moran took a very hard screen on the last possession down. Lori Payne extremely upset. Walked up to mid-court yelling at the officials after that. Wanted an illegal screen. TRAWALLY Porta down the lane. Can't get it to go. Gets her own miss and puts it in on the second attempt. Impressive game continues for the Spaniard. 18 points as she builds on her season high. Moran, Beatty, free throw line jumper offline.
The Dons now moving quick in transition, looking to put some more points on the board. Down by 13. There's Yaka with the 2.
Forces a timeout as San Francisco wants to talk things over after their made basket. They'll take a media break. We'll take it with them. 65-54 advantage for Northern Arizona in the third quarter.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks. Toyota has the best resale value of all brands according to Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Get excited. Now you can come out swinging with school spirit. Because when you're a lumberjack, it's more than a logo. It's a lifestyle. Choose between 2 brand new NAU debit card designs. Get yours exclusively from Desert Financial, the official banking partner of NAU Athletics. Visit desertfinancial.com/NAU.
People across our region deserve a comprehensive orthopedic program. Nobody offers more than Northern Arizona Healthcare's Orthopedic and Spine Institute. More expertise, more treatment options, more innovation, and more ways to recover. For high-quality care and more, choose Northern Arizona Healthcare's Orthopedic and Spine Institute. Schedule an appointment today.
Hey, grab me one too.
Northern Arizona University in Flagstaff, Arizona. The best college town in Arizona that has 4 seasons, pine trees, and a magnificent mountain view. Explore breathtaking trails, immerse yourself in a vibrant arts and culture scene, and connect with a community that's as dynamic as you are. Come visit the heart of Northern Arizona and experience the bold spirit of NAU, where adventure meets the extraordinary. That's NAU.
Emma TRAWALLY Porta having a career day in a Dons uniform. 18 points to lead the way as she's only missed 1 field goal.
Great performance. She shot 7 or 8 from the floor. Like you mentioned, 18 points, leads both teams.
Out of the timeout, Northern Arizona ahead by 11. They've led the majority of this ball game. Moran, head fake, gets Porta in the air. Taylor hits the 3. Audrey Taylor 0 for her last 6 from 3 entering this game. Knocks down a big one to make it a 14-point game.
That's our 5th of the season. Coming right out of the media timeout here, she is again with a big steal.
The junior from Boise, Idaho, racing the other way. Leaves it for Neverson. Offline, nice box out by Chom. Taylor and Glancy, teammates in high school at Timberline High School, as Audrey Taylor jump in the passing lane. Taking it coast to coast and lays it in.
And we come out of that media timeout, and Audrey Taylor comes in with 3 big plays back to back to back.
Chom on the offensive glass, reverse no. Northern Arizona looking to increase on the lead with 3 minutes left in the third. Moran all the way. 14 for Nia Moran. Timeout, San Francisco. It's a 7-0 run after that timeout. And we'll take another timeout with them. 2:52 mark in quarter number 3. 18-point advantage for Northern Arizona, their largest of the game.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend, Toyota Trucks. Toyota has the best resale value of all brands according to Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Get excited. Now you can come out swinging with school spirit. Because when you're a lumberjack, it's more than a logo. It's a lifestyle. Choose between 2 brand new NAU debit card designs. Get yours exclusively from Desert Financial, the official banking partner of NAU Athletics. Visit desertfinancial.com/NAU.
People across our region deserve a comprehensive orthopedic program. Nobody offers more than Northern Arizona Healthcare's Orthopedic and Spine Institute. More expertise, more treatment options, more innovation, and more ways to recover. For high-quality care and more, choose Northern Arizona Healthcare's Orthopedic and Spine Institute. Schedule an appointment today.
Hey, grab me one too.
Northern Arizona University in Flagstaff, Arizona. The best college town in Arizona that has 4 seasons, pine trees, and a magnificent mountain view. Explore breathtaking trails, immerse yourself in a vibrant arts and culture scene, and connect with a community that's as dynamic as you are. Come visit the heart of Northern Arizona and experience the bold spirit of NAU, where adventure meets the extraordinary. That's NAU.
Audrey Taylor off the bench making an impact for Northern Arizona.
And this is what started that run. That shot from distance had the open look, and there was the interception, brought it all the way back on that fast break. Audrey Taylor lighting it up here in the third quarter, extending that lead of Northern Arizona.
Audrey Taylor early this year against Fort Lewis had a stat line of 17 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds, and a ridiculous stat line in a game, and she's earned more and more minutes throughout the season, throughout her career, the junior now in her 3rd year with the Lumberjacks. A whistle down low against NAU and Glancy, and it's free throws for Barbosa. That's foul number 4 against Sophie Glancy. 10 points, 4 rebounds for her in 19 minutes of play. Free throws have been a struggle so far for San Francisco in this game. Now just 7 of 13 from the charity stripe. They shoot it on the season at a 65% rate. But a perfect trip on that one from Lorena Barbosa.
And here's Taylor once again with possession for Northern Arizona. She passes to Neverson.
Taylor attacking, left hand. How did she get that one to go? Audrey Taylor playing with some confidence right now. 7 quick points for Taylor, all coming in the last 2 minutes. Here's Worth. She has 16. Working on Moran. Double teamed, and she earns a trip to the line.
Worth has not visited the charity stripe this match. This will be her first visit. And there was that foul on Nia Moran. That's Moran's 3rd personal.
Worth, the WCC newcomer of the year last year. Spent 2 years at UAlbany before that. Went to high school in Sweden, where she is a native of. She had 18 points in the loss against Boise State in the Chase Center, where she shot 4 of 4 from behind the arc in that one. Really impressive to be perfect from behind the line in NBA arena. Of course, they move the lines in, but still the backdrop is different. So hard for a shooter. There's Barbosa jumping in the passing lane, taking it away. 74-58 lead, Northern Arizona. Ziaka. San Francisco already into the bonus, and they foul there on Schmidt.
See there on the right side of the screen that reach in from Ava Schmidt. Schmidt with 5 points on the day, made 1 from distance.
Ziaka, a member of the U18 Division B Euro Championship team with Greece, where they placed 3rd. Here she is after the missed free throw. Can't hit the three-pointer. Neverson clears. A 15-point advantage for Northern Arizona, looking to make Lori Payne the all-time winningest coach all by herself in NAU history. Moran nearly spins that one in.
Takes a good bounce off the floor. We'll take a look at that replay. Great drive there from Moran, just a little offline. Doesn't get the and one. She'll step up to the free throw line. She's made 1 of her 2 today.
We talked about her taking that scoring jump from last year to this year in her 5th season as a Lumberjack. During her junior year, she averaged a career high 10 points a game. Last year, 7.8. And then this year, 15.3, which is 3rd in the Big Sky Conference. Her, Feldman, and Glancy all in the top 4 in terms of scoring in the Big Sky. High-powered offense in Flagstaff. Worth loses it, jumps on the ground to retain it, and then gets double-teamed by the Moran twins, and a jump ball stays with San Francisco.
Both Trawally, Porta, and Worth at 18 points, combining for 36. 2 outstanding performances here for the Dons. They'll be able to keep that momentum, possibly go for this comeback here.
Barbosa, good minutes off the bench for her. Long strides, athletic take by the 6'5", Lorena Barbosa. And she heads back to the free throw line for 2 more.
Another great job from her earning the foul. A little off line of the shot off the glass.
That was just the first personal against Anaya Neverson. Glancy has 4. Olivia and Nia Moran both have 3 apiece. And for San Francisco, nobody with more than 2 personal fouls at the 101 mark in quarter number 3. First all-time trip to Flagstaff for San Francisco. Barbosa, 1 of 2 on that trip. 16-point game under a minute left in the third. Moran down the lane. Head fake. Extra pass. Shot clock at 7. Taylor. And a whistle on the floor against Ziaka with just 6 seconds left on the shot clock. And it sends Audrey Taylor to the free throw line.
Her first trip of the day. Had an excellent outing in quarter number 3, 7 points for her. Like you mentioned, James, she's done a great job of staying involved and earning those minutes from Coach Lori Payne. Stepped up when Feldman missed some earlier games.
Coming into this game, she had 21 points on the season. Misses both those, has 7 points, all coming in this third quarter, like you mentioned. Empty trip for Northern Arizona on that one, still a 16-point game. 30 seconds left, about a 6-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Worth, handoff Ziaka. Leachy loses it as she drives down the right lane. Barbosa head fake all the way to the rim with the left hand. What a take that was. Now 8 seconds left. Feldman down the lane herself, can't get it to drop. Leachy the hoist at the horn, just offline. A third quarter where each team scored exactly 21 points. And it's a career day for the junior Sophie Glancy, who has reached 1,000 career points in a Lumberjack uniform, the 23rd Lumberjack to do so. Remember, Naya hit 1,000 the last time the Lumberjacks were back home. Sophie this time hits 1,000 career points and does it in her 80th career game. Such a talented player. First team All Big Sky last year, preseason MVP this year.
Beatty knocked down a shot from distance, but it was whistled to San Francisco.
Barbosa traveled. She had a really good game off the bench. 9 points for her. 5 of 7 from the charity stripe. That 9 points ties a season high. Also ties a career high for her. Final quarter of play, 76-62 lead. Nice block there by Ziaka on Feldman. The talented freshman coming up big defensively yet again. San Francisco 2-5 this year. Their only 2 wins against UC Santa Barbara and Portland State. And there's a career high for Lorena Barbosa. Knocks down the 3, has 12 points in this one.
I mean, what else can you say? Stepped up and made some very crucial plays, earning those trips to the charity stripe and knocking down that shot from distance. Beautiful job there from Barbosa.
That tough finish the other way from Olivia Moran. Leachy up ahead of everyone, can't hit the layup. And it's out of play off the foot of Trawally Porta. We talked about Deborah Dos Santos for San Francisco, how she's struggled a bit this year, has not been much of a factor this game. That's just 2 points, played only 11 minutes, but Barbosa coming off the bench, having a career day. Here she is again, just knocked down a 3. Ziaka, Barbosa, and then throws it away. Easiest basket of the day for Northern Arizona and Olivia Moran.
Not a soul to stop her after that turnover. Great fast break points for Northern Arizona. And there's 2 more for San Francisco.
Trawally Porta having herself quite the day as well. 20 points for the first time in a San Francisco uniform. Remember, she is a transfer from Detroit Mercy. She scored a career-high 23 points in one game while there. Moran in and out on that three-point attempt. Just a 13-point game. San Francisco still very much in it. They're playing with a lot of pace right now. Worth. Active hands from Beatty, knocks it out of play.
We mentioned Sophie Glancy's milestone. There's still one more possible milestone the Lumberjacks could hit today, and that's Coach Lori Payne's win record. She's currently tied at 117 at Northern Arizona. She's looking for 118 to beat that record. It all comes down these last few minutes of the fourth quarter.
Rebound off the miss from Trawally Porta. It's a jump ball, stays with San Francisco. This San Francisco team that's only allowed over 70 points twice this season. Northern Arizona has hit 80 in this one after the turnover from Worth as she takes a tumble and travels.
There's Moran with the inbound pass to Feldman.
Glancy steps through the double team and finishes on the opposite side of the rim. 12 points now for Sophie Glancy, in double figures for the 19th straight game dating back to last season.
Great spread of offense here for Northern Arizona. 5 Lumberjacks over double digits.
Worth bodying Moran out of the way and kisses it off the glass. She's got 20 points as well. One game after having a career-high 24.
Great drive and finish through the key for her. Almost makes a stop on defense, but here's Feldman.
Worth takes a tumble. Feldman wide open for three. Too strong. Olivia Moran on the offensive glass. Tries to slip it to her sister. And it's a whistle against Naya. As Freya Worth very active on both ends right now, trying to keep the Dons in it.
3 Dons above double digits, 2 of which 20 points.
They've combined for 40 of the 69 for San Francisco. Ziaka, she has 9 points, looking to get going offensively again. Rebound deflected off the arm of Leah Beatty, out of play. It's a 13-point game. Northern Arizona has led by as many as 18 in this one. Looking to stay perfect at home and improve to 4-0. Moran trots out as Audrey Taylor re-enters. Worth. Ziaka. Offensive foul. Turnover number 17 against San Francisco. There's Audrey Taylor making another play for Northern Arizona.
Juniors really stepping up and making big plays here. Coach Payne's squad. Here's the inbound pass from Moran. Off a big offensive foul.
Glancy. Skip pass to Moran. 3 long. Glancy recovers for a second opportunity. To her high school teammate Taylor. Backdoor cut. Beatty cut off well by Barbosa. Forces the turnover. Cannot say enough good things about Barbosa's game today.
Really impressive showing for her. 12 points, as well as numerous defensive stops.
And coming into this game, she only scored 18 points on the season. She's got 12 tonight, a new career high. Here's Cami Fulcher. Under 6 minutes left in this one. Can San Francisco cut it down to single digits? That will help out. 10-point game after the 3 from Freya Worth.
23 points on the night for her, and Taylor shot from distance off the rim.
Coach Gudenbauer screaming across the court for her side, trying to get them to match up, not allow the open threes in transition. 10-point game. Glancy double teamed, ripped away by Fulcher. Jump ball stays with NAU. Remember, Glancy's playing with 4 personal fouls just to keep an eye on. 5 and you're done in the women's game. A whistle on the deck as Barbosa takes a tumble after the collision with Moran.
Take another look at it there. There's the drive and there's the collision. Barbosa goes down. Moran set about it. Here's the inbound pass from Beatty.
Just the second team foul against San Francisco in this quarter. Barbosa takes it away on the inbound. Chance to cut it to single digits for San Francisco. And an offensive foul as Barbosa going down the lane. Audrey Taylor stands in there and takes it in the chest. Barbosa having a discussion with Richard Waters about the call.
What a performance from each team's bench. Barbosa and Taylor.
There's been 64 total bench points scored in this game. 44 from San Francisco, 20 from Northern Arizona, and another turnover against the Lumberjacks. That's 15 now. They've had 5 turnovers in the past 3.5 minutes.
The Dons done a great job cutting this lead down to 10, less than 5 minutes remain. See how they approach these last few minutes.
Worth blocked on the three-point attempt. San Francisco wanted a foul. And a technical is assessed against Molly Gudenbauer. And she is visibly upset with the officials after that no call. And it looks like we'll take a media timeout before those technical free throws come up. So we'll take a break. When we come back, Northern Arizona will be at the line up 10 with 4:43 remaining in the game.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks. Toyota has the best resale value of all brands according to Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Get excited. Now you can come out swinging with school spirit. Because when you're a Lumberjack, it's more than a logo. It's a lifestyle. Choose between 2 brand new NAU debit card designs. Get yours exclusively from Desert Financial, the official banking partner of NAU Athletics. Visit desertfinancial.com/NAU.
People across our region deserve a comprehensive orthopedic program. Nobody offers more than Northern Arizona Healthcare's Orthopedic and Spine Institute. More expertise, more treatment options, more innovation, and more ways to recover. For high-quality care and more, choose Northern Arizona Healthcare's Orthopedic and Spine Institute. Schedule an appointment today.
Hey, grab me one too.
Northern Arizona University in Flagstaff, Arizona. the best college town in Arizona that has 4 seasons, pine trees, and a magnificent mountain view. Explore breathtaking trails, immerse yourself in a vibrant arts and culture scene, and connect with a community that's as dynamic as you are. Come visit the heart of Northern Arizona and experience the bold spirit of NAU, where adventure meets the extraordinary. That's NAU.
This is the block, as it was called, against Freya Worth that Molly Grunbauer was upset with on the no foul call and eventually earned Gudenbauer a technical.
You're watching that left hand of Olivia Moran.
And Taylor Feldman taking the technical free throws for Northern Arizona. Knocks in both of them. 13 points on the day for Taylor Feldman, coming off a career-high 31 at South Dakota. She's 6 of 8 from the charity stripe, and it's a 12-point lead now for Northern Arizona. They have possession as well after the free throws. 4 minutes, 30 seconds remain. Moran down the lane. Nice pass to Neverson, who lays it in.
Great job from Olivia Moran finding that opening in the key of Neverson. It's a great executed play there for the Lumberjacks.
Barbosa continues to add on to her career day. 14 points for the Brazil native. Taylor lets the three fly. Left that one a bit short. TRAWALLY Porta pulls down rebound number 7.
Time winding down. The Dons down by 12. Make that 10.
Ziaka, a nice take. She's got a career high as well. 11 points for her. What fight this San Francisco team has shown in this game. Went down early by 14, battled back, cut it to 5, went down by 18 at one point, cut it to single digits. Now down by 10 with 3:40 left.
They're just that classic down but never out team. Going to stay in there and fight till the very end. Here's the inbound pass from Feldman. Let's see if the Dons can disrupt on defense.
Moran shuffles the feet and turns it over. Offense has sputtered here in the fourth quarter for Northern Arizona. Just 10 points through the first 6 minutes and change. And yet again, San Francisco has the chance to get it into single digits. Worth turns that one over, active hands by Moran, and then draws the foul against Worth. That's the 5th team foul as well, so Nye Moran is heading to the line.
Taking another look at that replay. There's the steal from Nia Moran. Then that matchup against Worth. Far sideline. Moran stepping up for her shots. 3 of 4 from the charity stripe today.
Moran had 22 points in that big victory in Flagstaff against Arizona. Misses on the first free throw. Northern Arizona, 86 points. They're 56-5 when they score 80 or more since the 2018-19 season, including 7-0 this year. Moran comes up empty on that trip. Still a 10-point game. Barbosa has become the main option for San Francisco. Might have got away with a travel on that one, regardless, going to the line for 2. And that is foul number 5 on Sophie Glancy.
Barbosa just offline on that shot off the glass. Take her trip to the line. Barbosa, 5 of 7 from the line.
Glancy sits down for the rest of this one. 12 points, 4 rebounds is her stat line. Snaps her streak of 5 consecutive double-doubles for the 2-time Big Sky Player of the Week honoree this year. Barbosa liking her odds for possible WCC Player of the Week after this showing. 3 rebounds for her off the bench to go along with 16 points. Nearly matching her total on the season coming into this game. Feldman trapped, gets to Neverson. Moran lays it off for Olivia. Head fake, gets the flyby from Worth. And now NAU will settle down. Under 3 minutes remain. Feldman, crossover, left hand, slips that one in.
And what a finish there from Taylor Feldman. 13 points on the night, our player to watch. Tearing it up here late in the fourth quarter.
Barbosa just long on the 3. Big rebound from Feldman. Beatty up ahead. Lays it off for Neverson. Back to Beatty. And slows it down. Instructions from her bench to get into their offense. Take some time off the clock. Moran lays it in with the left hand. 18 for Nia Moran. What an excellent game this has been in Flagstaff. 120 seconds remain. Ziaka offline on the mid-range jumper. Lori Payne has her hand up, tells her team to slow down as she is moments away from becoming the sole owner of the most wins all time in NAU history.
Time winding down, lead of 12 for Northern Arizona. Feldman with a nice turn and just offline on that shot.
That's the final timeout from San Francisco, trailing 90-78 with 1:34 remaining. It's a full timeout. We'll stay here. 6 different Lumberjacks now in double figures, led by Moran with 18. And we talked about the bench scoring for them. That was a big key in this one. 10 points off the bench for Sanaya Everson to go along with 7 rebounds. She has been so consistent this year for NAU.
And she offers that double threat, can shoot from behind the arc. Not her specialty, but can definitely do that step up when she's needed to.
Freya Worth, 23 points to lead the way for San Francisco. There is Lorena Barbosa, a career day for her, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 7 of 9 from the free throw line. Trawally Porta also with 20 points, 8 rebounds for her. What a showing it has been. As Molly Grudenbauer talked about it, their depth can be a strength for them this year. They're still learning about their team, learning about their players, what they do well. And in this non-conference matchup against Northern Arizona, they've learned a lot about Barbosa.
Absolutely, and I think one of the other things Grudenbauer was talking about is just that cohesiveness, like you mentioned, how they can work together as a team. And we saw them struggling with that. They had some sloppy passing early in the first quarter. They've really cleaned that up. Down by 12 here against Northern Arizona. Not in the position they'd want to be in, but still strong showings from a lot of their players.
Marina Hernandez checks in for the first time in this one, number 14 in black for San Francisco with 1:30 remaining. Don's down by 12. Got to get going now offensively. And they get what they want. They stop the clock, and they have 2 free throws coming up for Angeliki Ziaka.
And that foul is going to be on Taylor Feldman.
Ziaka had started 5 straight games before coming off the bench this game and the one before it. Misses the second on that trip, an 11-point game. Ziaka with a career-high 12 points, the talented freshman out of Athens, Greece.
Coach Payne's going to call for her squad to slow way down here. Little over a minute left. Here's Feldman getting pressured.
Hernandez on her, who just checked in for the first time. Shot clock at 8. 1 minute remains in the game. Neverson, head fake, puts it on the deck, has to put it up. Beats the horn, but can't get it to drop in. Up ahead, Dos Santos in the game and back into the scoring column. A quiet game for her, just 2 points up until that basket.
Cut the lead down to now 9, but not a lot of time remaining, especially with this Lumberjack possession.
And a foul there against San Francisco sends Feldman back to the free throw line. 6 of 8 in this game. 75% shooter on the season. Feldman, one of 4 Lumberjacks to win Big Sky Player of the Week honors this year. Perfect on that trip. And it's back to an 11-point game with 35 seconds remaining. Paparonis, Ziaka.
Dons on their last possession.
Nice lay-in there. No Freya Worth on the court for San Francisco. And they're not pressing either, so they're okay with the outcome of this one. Northern Arizona comes home after a loss on the road in Vermillion. Responds well against a really good defensive team in San Francisco. They score 92 points, and they improve to 9-2 on the year. And Lori Payne, now the all-time winningest coach in NAU history, 118 career wins in blue and gold.
Congratulations to her.